everybody, today I'm going to be doing a review on Tattoo Junkee's Lip Paint with Lip Effects Pot. Now these are sold in Walgreens in duos, so you get one shade of the liquid lipstick and you get one color. This is actually the one for the purple, one little pot of pigment. Now I've swatched these all up, so before I get into the full review and give you every little itty bitty detail, let's get swatched. So the first shade I'm showing you guys is the shade Minks, and this applies like a grayed taupe. I wouldn't exactly call it a grayish, but it's really close to being one. It's a great fall shade and it applied very smooth, opaque, no bleeding, no feathering, no settling into the fine lines of lips. Now if left on its own, like all of these shades, would turn into a regular matte liquid lipstick. If you'd like to bring your lip product a little bit above and beyond, you can apply the included pigment. Now the pigment included is a bit of a copper brown. It's not too metallic, it's definitely more of a muted pearl, and as you can see from the end results, the picture on the paper shows this as a warmer, it shows the liquid lipstick itself as a warmer tone, and aside from that, the pigment it shows in the picture is a much more golden metallic pigment as opposed to the one in the package. So the packaging actually is a little bit misleading, and you can see my swatch versus what the package shows, very different. That being said, if you're looking for a muted copper lip that's kind of like a satiny, almost metallic, definitely check out the shade Minks. The next shade I'm showing you guys is Vixen, and this was my favorite of the three that I found. And the liquid lipstick is a dark purple liquid lipstick, another great shade for fall. Smooth application again, very easy to work with. I feel like the formula in the past was very watery. I feel like it's not as watery, it's much more easier to work with now. In terms of the pigment looks like a bright pink in the pot, but once you put this on your lips, again, it gives that pearlized pink that really just perfectly complements this purple shade. Like, as I was putting it on, I was almost mesmerized at how much more beautiful that this pigment made this liquid lipstick. So pretty. And as you can see from my swatches versus the packaging, it's exactly identical. I would say that the actual matte liquid lipstick in the picture looks a little bit darker than the matte liquid lipstick on the lips, but we can chalk that up to lighting. But the pigment looks exactly the same, so this was just wonderful to work with, lived up to its promise, and as you see, looks exactly like it's supposed to. The next one is Rebel, and this is a color we see a lot. Like, if you've seen every Tattoo Junkie collection that comes out, every glitter collection, the spring, the fall, everyone that's ever come out, always kind of includes Rebel, but you know what? I can't complain because you can never go wrong with it. A classic red matte liquid lipstick. So this applied smoothly, opaquely, again, no complaints, no problems, no flaws. When it comes to the pigment again though, we have a very dark, almost burgundy pigment, which really complements the red shade, really takes it to the next level, but it's a pearlized shade, it's not too metallic, doesn't add too much highlight, but it's not super metallic. As you can see the difference between the packaging and what's on the lips, the packaging shows like a bright red, very similar almost to the purple pigment, the pigment that came with the purple shade, almost supposed to be like that, but definitely misses the mark in that it's definitely not that shade. It's much darker, much more burgundy, much more brown. Didn't have that bright red that I was hoping to get when I saw the packaging. So needless to say, I was a little bit disappointed by two of these, and that's only because of the packaging. Like, had they not included that little picture, these would have been amazing because they performed so well based on their own merit. But when you show a picture and it looks like something else, it's like, that's a little bit of false advertisement. Like, what if I wanted exactly that picture and I didn't get it? I would be upset. You know, I showed you pictures, I showed you the video and I showed you everything, but like, for example, here is the lip here for Rebel. Look at my lips. I'm wearing this product right now. No, this is much more muted, much more brown, whereas this is that bright, pearlized red. Like, I wanted that. I have glossy lips. I have glossy red lips without having glossy red lips. You know, something's gonna stay all day. But much more muted. Much more muted. So I was a little bit disappointed about that. But if we take the packaging out of the equation, these are amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I mentioned it in the swatches that, you know, they've released quite a few collections, and usually they release them with the glitter, and they're usually like a limited run, like limited edition or whatever, in Walgreens. However, they do have a website, so if you'd like to check out their products, you can find them on their website. That being said, Rebel and I think Vixen, Rebel's included like in every collection I've ever seen in Walgreens. Vixen, I believe, was included in the last collection or the first collection. So the only thing that's really different, if you have those already, the only thing that's different is the pigment. So if you already have Rebel from a past collection, or you got it online, or you got it on like an IMATS or something, you don't really need this because you can do this with an eyeshadow, okay? The only one that I would say pick up, because they just the only shade that I say pick up, like for real pick up, would be Vixen, because Vixen just looked amazing, looked exactly like the package, and I love that dark purple with that pink shift. So pretty. As for Minks, I would have loved to see a bright gold metallic liquid lipstick with a topper, like kind of like a Pat McGrath kind of thing. I would have loved to see that in the drugstore, but I was disappointed. So do you need that? Not really, because the lipstick didn't even look like the lipstick in the swatch, and the pigment didn't look like the pigment and swatch. But if you don't have a grayish liquid lipstick and you like the look of the bronzy pigment, say you weren't in the mood for gold anyway, then pick it up. One extra note on the Tattoo Junkee's lip paint. This does have a slight vanilla scent, but it does dissipate fairly quickly. I would say within 30 seconds. You really only smell it when you're applying it. I will be leaving a link below if you'd like to check them out. Have you guys ever checked out Tattoo Junkee? If you have, let me know what product you tried. Did you try these? Have you seen their Gotham Girls collection? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And please be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.